Backcourt remains the same. At the point guard, number 22, Marcellus Barksdale, the 6'5 sophomore from Lexington. Shooting guard, number 4, Ian Chiles, the 6'1 junior, at a career-high 28 Tuesday. And a career-high 19 from Kofu Naji, the 6'4 junior guard out of Berkeley, California. And down low is the 6'9", 6'7 senior, Donovan Gibbs. And actually, we did have Mitch Patton in that starting lineup, so it was not Stanbeck. It is Patton that gets the start, as promised by head coach Todd Howard. Gibbs to jump in the center circle. The tap is slapped out of bounds, and it went off of the red jersey. Tyler Stone, the 6'8 fifth-year senior, wins the tap, knocks it out of ball, so the first possession belongs to IUPUI. The Jaguars move from left to right. They're working on the offensive side to the right side of the court, the far side from their bench, which is located to our left. Marcellus Barksdale runs the show, dribbles to the left perimeter, hands the basketball to Ian Chiles. His turn to dribble off to the top, throws it away. Pass intended for Naji on the right wing, and it ends up into the bench for the Red Hawks. Our officials this afternoon, Mike Kitts, Kelly Pfeiffer, and Todd Van Sussen. The point guard running the show is 6'1 Lucas Nutt. Nutt making his 56th straight start at point guard. He has it at the top of the key. Pass on the right perimeter. Now it's down low onto the blocks. Kick it out left wing, Nutt. Ball fake, dribbles into the left elbow. Now finds himself in the paint. His floater is short. Rebound grabbed out at the free throw line by Ian Chiles. He races down the other court. Flips it down the side. Naji has it, dribbles in. 10-foot jump shot from the right elbow is off the mark. Rebound tapped out to Chiles. Drives left baseline. Stops under the hoop. Nothing there. Turns. Fires the basketball out to half court. And Marcellus Barksdale, fresh clock, runs the offense. Chiles with it between the circles. Lost the handle. Has to pick it up at half court. Passes it on the wing. Intercepted. Cleveland coast to coast. Easy dunk. And the first points belong to Southeast Missouri. Poor passing in the early going for IUPUI, and SEMO has the first bucket and the first lead this afternoon. 18:45, clock running, opening half. Jaguars on the offensive side, man-to-man defense. Kofu dribbles around Nutt, lost the ball out of bounds. And they're going to say it was last touched by the Red Hawks. Quick hands of Lucas Nutt. Now the officials talking to the scoring table. They reset the shot clock. I don't believe they want that to happen. Now the official's going to walk over towards us. Hold on. The officials say, wait a minute. We want to make sure that the shot clock is where it needs to be, and they reset it from the full to 14 seconds. Triggering along the baseline under the hoop. Chiles throws it out to half court. Over the shoulder catch by Gibbs. Now right perimeter. Kofu Naji with it. Out top, Gibbs. Gibbs lobs it down low to Patton, and we are tied at 2. Mitch Patton did not play, sat out with the injury Tuesday and lost to Evansville. Stone racing down court, lost the ball on his way up, drove down the right side of the lane, turnover by SEMO. First game of the year for Tyler Stone, the OVC preseason player of the year. Fifth-year senior out of Memphis. 3 players from Memphis in the starting lineup for Southeast Missouri. Right wing, Naji has it, mismatched, dribbling around. Nutt gets inside the free throw line, and a whistle and an offensive foul on Kofu Naji. Naji dipped his right shoulder as he turned the corner, bumped in to Lucas Nutt, and that was the whistle. So another turnover on the offensive end for the Jaguars. We're tied at 2, not even 2 minutes in. Stone with the ball into the front court. Dribbles to the left perimeter, passes the basketball out top to his point guard. His classmate Lucas Nutt snaps a pass far perimeter right. It's in the hands of Darian Gray, who has just checked into the game. Gray snaps a pass cross court. Nutt then lobs it down low on the near block, and an easy 2 off the left side of the glass for Tyler Stone. Southeast Missouri 4, IUPUI 2. First substitution is Gray coming into the game. Patton has it down low, twisting layup with the left off the right side of the glass. 2 early buckets for Mitch Patton. Tied at 4, Jaguars apply the press. Southeast Missouri breaks it. Perimeter right, Gray, guarded by Naji. Bounce pass far corner baseline. Jump shot, too strong. Rebound snatched out of the air by Marcellus Barksdale. He had a career-high 7 boards Tuesday. Left wing, Najee down low on the block. Patton shot blocked. It was erased by Tyler Stone. Now the other direction, Southeast Missouri. Down low on the block, Stone spins. Right-handed soft shot, rolls off the front of the rim. And the rebound by Kufu Najee. Tied at 4, just under 17 minutes to play. Marcellus Barksdale's pass blocked, came back to him. He finds a wide open Ian Chiles, who buries a 3 on the left wing. Ian Chiles now with his 6th three-point bucket on this young season. 37th of his career, and the Jaguars have their first lead, 7-4, very early on. Lucas Nutt looking to tie it up, and his 3 splashes in. So we are tied at 7 as Lucas Nutt hits the triple from the left side in front of the Jaguars bench. Barksdale handles the point, dribbles to the far wing, hands it off to Chiles. He'll now dribble from the left side to the right wing. Out top, Gibbs. He'll fire a long-range shot. Too strong off the iron. Rebound slapped out of bounds. Last touched by Patton and the Jaguars. Southeast Missouri basketball. Substitution now into the game. Number 1, Nino Johnson, his debut this year. And Johnson, a preseason OBC first-team player. Nutt with the basketball, dribbles. Nice pass along the baseline and an easy backdoor cut and slam for Antonius Cleveland. And Southeast Missouri back out in front by 2. 15:40, clock running. Patton out top, lobs the pass down low, intended for Gibbs, intercepted. Here comes Southeast Missouri. Bradley with a left wing. Stops, dribbles between the legs, passes it out top to Nutt. The point guard wants to get it back to Bradley, but no one on the right side. Now he'll hand it off out top to Darian Gray. Bounce pass down low, Bradley out top. Driving in the lane is Cleveland. His shot erased out of bounds, and it will bring us to our first media timeout. Southeast Missouri 9, IUPUI 7, 15-16 to play in the opening half. You're listening to IUPUI basketball on Sports Radio 1260 WNDE.
Hi, I'm Ken Beckley. I'd like to share with you why I choose Indiana Members Credit Union. As a locally founded and operated financial institution, Indiana Members Credit Union strives to consistently provide the finest member service. When you walk in the door, you're welcomed with a smile. Indiana Members Credit Union offers big city convenience with a small town feel. And that's why I'm a member. Stop by and discover the Indiana Members Credit Union difference today.
If this is your Mount Everest, if this is your triathlon, if this is your Iditarod, if this is your walk on the moon, then this is your home for orthopedic care. Methodist Sports Medicine, the orthopedic specialists, partners with Indiana University Health and team physicians of the Indianapolis Colts.
Minutes and 16 seconds to play in the opening half. First ever meeting between Southeast Missouri and your IUPUI Jaguars. Each team shooting 50% in the early going. 4 of 8 for Southeast Missouri. 3 of 6 for Todd Howard's club. 3rd season on the bench for Todd. Difficult year last year, injuries, red shirts. But a new fresh start, and you're starting to see his stamp on this program with this influx of new talent. Coming out of the timeout, Jarikas Bradley misses a jumper along the left side. IUPUI coming in the other direction. Substitution out of that timeout, P.J. Hubert into the game for the Jaguars. Ian Chiles gets a breather. Hubert has the ball, perimeter right. Dribbles out top, passes the basketball to Mitch Patton. Now perimeter left, Najee with it. Out top, Gibbs, 15 to shoot. Now perimeter right, Barksdale. Cross-court pass, Kufu Noji has it. Nothing there, 8 to shoot. Hubert, he'll fire from the left side. His three is too strong. PJ Hubert, a terrific three-point shooter in his career, off to a slow start this season. PJ now 0 for 10 beyond the arc. 1 of 11 from the floor. Had a good look, couldn't get it to fall. Southeast Missouri, the ball and the lead. Redhawks have it out top. Now perimeter right, there's a three that's off and rolls around the rim and drops from the hands of Darian Gray. Darian Gray's third three of the season. Largest lead of the game for SEMO at 5, 12-7. Far block, Gibbs, guarded by Cleveland. Boy, just muscled his way in and got a good little shot to go. That was a big-time mismatch. And Don Gibbs has his first bucket of the afternoon. Three-point game, down on the block with the basketball, Nino Johnson. Boy, he's a big man down there at 6'9", 245, and we got a whistle on a shot. And it will be 2 foul shots for the Redhawks as the foul, the push in the back, is on PJ Hubert, his first. So a pair at the line for Antonio Cleveland. He's got 4 points in the early going. 12-9, Southeast Missouri. First one is good. So 5 in the early going now for Cleveland. He had 13 points, 8 boards in the lopsided win against Central Baptist College. Now 9 of 14 this season from the line. Tyler Stone back into the game. Jarikas Bradley takes a seat for head coach Dickie Nutt. Both up and down, and now Cleveland will take a seat. And Bradley comes right back in. So Cleveland sits with a half a dozen. 14-9, Southeast Missouri with the lead. Marcellus Barksdale running the point, dribbles to the right wing, passes it out top between the circles. Kufu Naji dribbles to the left elbow, nothing there, passes it far corner to Hubert. He skips a pass, right side for Barksdale. Right back to Hubert in the far corner. He passes it to the free throw line for Gibbs. Off to the right side of the baseline, and a good driving shot and a floater good by Marcellus Barksdale. First field goal for Barksdale. Bradley trying to answer quickly on the other end. He missed a three, and Stone, battling for the rebound, fouled Barksdale. That will be the first on Stone. Good ball movement on that last possession by the Jaguars. And that's the difference. Marcellus Barksdale, not a true point guard, but he's very smart, has good size at 6'5", able to see over the defense and can rip off that cross-court pass from time to time. That's not something the Jaguars have been able to do from the point guards here the last couple of seasons. Far corner, Hubert. Out top to Kufu. Back on the left side to PJ. Now far baseline, Mitch Patton strokes in his third jump shot. Little soft 15-foot J by Mitch. Just like that, 1-point game. Southeast Missouri the lead in the ball, and a blocking foul on Mitch Patton. He tried to gather position as Nino Johnson muscled his way into the paint. And the Redhawks will inbound underneath their hoop. Kufu Naji checks into the game. Ian Chiles comes in, and Mitch Patton will get his first breather. And we will see Justice stand back for the first time, the freshman out of West Lafayette. Bradley sits, Cleveland back in for SEMO. So let's reset. Stand back, Gibbs, Barksdale, Hubert, Chiles for the Jaguars wearing their home gold. Johnson, Nutt, Cleveland. Jamal Calvin is now into the game. And Stone for Southeast Missouri wearing their red. Pass through the hands of Stone, but it gets to Cleveland. Shot blocked on the way up. And a foul. Let's see if they're going to get Nino Johnson on the rebound. It is on Johnson. His first. Boy, Marcellus Barksdale already a couple of rebounds here in the early going. Fortunate bounce for SEMO. Ball went through the hands of Stone, but great defense by the Jaguars. The block and the board by Barksdale. And now we've got an offensive foul. An illegal screen by Justice Stanback. 14-13. Southeast Missouri the lead. 12:41 to play opening half. Third game for both of the squads. First ever meeting, the first of two this year. Non-conference foes. OVC, the home for the Redhawks. They have the basketball. Nino Johnson out top, guarded by Standback. Left wing, Jamal Calvin fires up a three and hits it. So Calvin hits his first bucket. That's a triple. The lead back up to 4, 17-13. Fifth three of the year for Jamal Calvin. Ball knocked out of bounds. Cleveland knocked it away from Chiles on the far side perimeter in front of the IUPUI pep band. Clock running, approaching 12 minutes to play. Mitch Patton crosses our eyesight. He'll check in at the next dead ball, as will C.J. Reese. P.J. Hubert has the ball stripped away by Calvin. Tried to make a move to the baseline. SEMO gets it all the way down court, and we got an intentional foul on Ian Chiles. Johnson was going up, or excuse me, Cleveland was going up for the easy dunk. Chiles used two hands, pushed him in the back, and that will be an intentional. 2 shots and the ball. After this timeout, silly foul by Ian Chiles. Jaguars trailing 17-13, 11:53 in the opening half. We got our second timeout of the first half on Sports Radio 1260 WNDE.
Hi, I'm Ken Beckley. Let me tell you why I choose Indiana Members Credit Union. As a community-minded resident, I know they offer the finest products and member service, but they're more than that. They're a local financial institution that's committed to being active in our community. Each year, they provide uniforms, school supplies, and backpacks for local elementary students. Indiana Members Credit Union offers big city convenience with a small town feel. Stop by and discover the Indiana Members Credit Union difference today.
If this is your Mount Everest, if this is your triathlon, if this is your Iditarod, if this is your walk on the moon, then this is your home for orthopedic care. Methodist Sports Medicine, the orthopedic specialists, partners with Indiana University Health and team physicians of the Indianapolis Colts.
Dickie Nutt, in his 5th season as the head man at Southeast Missouri, comes from a family tree of coaching. His brother Houston Nutt, maybe a little more well-known in the coaching circles, college football coach throughout the SEC. Well, after the intentional foul on Ian Chiles, a couple of freebies now for Antonius Cleveland. He was short on the first. Foul on Ian was his first personal. Jaguars have 5 in the first half. Najee, Chiles, Standback, Hubert, and Patton all with 1. Second one for Cleveland is good. So 1 of 2 on that trip. He has 7 points to lead all scores. And because of the intentional, it will remain Redhawks basketball. 5-point lead. This match is their largest. Reese has the ball, guarded tightly by Hufu Najee. Now perimeter left. Jamal Calvin dribbles in the paint, kicks it out to Reese. He'll now flip it inside of the paint, kick it back out. Cleveland penetrates, tough floater off the mark from just inside of the free throw line. Loose ball on the ground, picked up by IUPUI. Good battle for the board. Barksdale out-muscles the much larger Tyler Stone. Najee with it, pump fake, drives baseline. Tried a dangerous pass inside the paint, intended for Patton, intercepted. But Najee gets the ball back as SEMO is trying to move down the court in transition. And IUPUI runs the half-court set. Chiles dribble penetrate, gets it to Gibbs. He's fouled on his way up. C.J. Reese picks up the personal and 2 freebies coming for the senior out of Louisville, Kentucky. Don 2 for 3 this season from the stripe. Averaging 13 points, 6.5 boards through the first 2 games of the year. really came into his own last year, his junior season, as he hits the free throw. Jaguars now within 4 at 18-14. A year ago, over 10 points and nearly 7 rebounds a game for Donovan Gibbs. Fires the second, short rebound, snatched out of the air by Tyler Stone. 18-14. Southeast Missouri with the lead. The Jaguars' only lead was at 7-4. Nino Johnson with the ball on the block. Out top, Cleveland. He'll use a screen by Johnson. Nothing there. Perimeter left. Out top, Reese. Perimeter right. 3 is on the way, and it's good by Jamal Calvin. His second triple in the half. 21-14, and that is now the largest lead of the game for the Redhawks. Perimeter left, Chiles. He'll try and answer. His 3 off the mark short, goes out of bounds, and it will be SEMO basketball. Freshman Elijah Ray checks in for the first time, number 14. He had 2 points in 8 minutes Tuesday against Evansville. And Lucas Nutt, coach's son, back into the game, the starting point guard. He will dribble the ball across half court. 7-point lead right now for the visitors. Out top, Nino Johnson. Perimeter left, Cleveland gets it on the block, Stone. Out top, now back down to Stone. Backs his way in against Elijah Ray. Turnaround shot off the glass is good. Boy, he turned towards the baseline and banked it in from 10 feet left side. 23-14 right now, Southeast Missouri's. Kofu drives right baseline, fouled on his way up. Personal foul will be called on Jamal Calvin. That will be number 1 on him. Jarikus Bradley back into the game. Took a seat. Nino Johnson took a seat. They're going to say that foul was on the floor. So the Jaguars inbound and have possession. Trailing right now by 9. Their largest deficit in the opening half, just under 10 minutes to play. Najee has it at the Jaguars logo, 20 to shoot. He'll dribble to the left perimeter, guarded by Calvin. Now he'll drive baseline, goes right around Calvin, pulls up from 8 feet and hits a nice high arcing floater. Nice job by Kufu Najee. His first point, season high 19 on Tuesday. Far block, Bradley out top, now Nutt has it. He'll get it down on the near block. Stone faces up 10 feet, now he retreats outside of the arc. Back to Nutt, good defense by Elijah Ray. Nutt dribbles to the left elbow, nothing there, out top, Stone, quick 3, too strong. And the ball will go to IUPUI as it caroms over the backboard. 23-16 our score. First game of the year for both Stone and Johnson. IUPUI with the basketball. Down by 7, and we got a foul on the way up. Ian Chiles with an aggressive take. So Ian will shoot 2 after the foul on Lucas Nutt. Chiles sensational as a sophomore. All newcomer team, averaged better than 10 points per game. A team that featured Stephen Thomas, Alex Young. He got his shots up and his points. Redshirt a year ago. Free throw is good. 4 points for Chiles. Jaguars down 23-17. 9:04 to play. First half, Darian Gray back on the floor for the visitors. Chiles eyes the second, young man from Louisville, Ballard High School, same high school as his head coach. Pure on the second. Jaguars apply the press. SEMO no trouble breaking it. Stone catches in transition. 18-foot jump shot is good. Boy, caught it, gathered himself, and buried the jumper from just inside of the arc. So Stone heating up a bit, taking some more shots, getting more looks within that offensive flow. 7-point deficit for IUPUI. Stone now with a half a dozen. Out top, Elijah Ray puts it on the floor, dribbles to the right elbow, pulls up, shot blocked in the air by Bradley. Here's Stone looking to come the other way, nearly an over and back. Near sideline, 3, Gray, up and down. And it's a double-digit lead now for Southeast Missouri. Timeout called by IUPUI, their first. 28-18. As soon as that ball triggered into the hands of Darian Gray, he was wide open along the left side in front of the Jaguars bench. Assistant coach David Patton turned away. He didn't want to see. He knew if you left him that open, he was going to bear it, and the Jaguars have to burn a timeout. Trailing by 10 with 8:19 to play. Same coaching staff as a year ago for Todd Howard. David Padgett's in his 3rd season. Don Carlisle in his 2nd season. And for the 8th year, associate head coach Matt Crenshaw. Crenshaw eagerly writing down notes on his pad. And head coach Todd Howard, year number 3, trying to avoid falling into an 0-3 hole to start off the season. They too take on non-D1 opponent IU Northwest on Tuesday, but you want to get past the D1 opponent here early on in this season. Trailing by 10 to Southeast Missouri, 8:12 to play. Kofu Naji with the ball, perimeter right, snaps it out top, Barksdale. Quick pass, far wing, Ian Chiles dribbles in the paint, jump stop, pulls up and hits a shot from 10 feet. Well, he's really good on that move where he sort of does a jump stop past the defender. As soon as his feet hit the paint, then he'll float into the air and hit the fall away. Chiles with 7. Jaguars down by 8. Stone has it near block. Turns, fires. That is way too easy right now for Tyler Stone. Mitch Patton has to respect the height and the weight. Stone gets it immediately, has 4 feet of a cushion and hits an easy jump shot. He can do that all day. Barksdale, perimeter. Now out top. Pass comes. We got a whistle away from the ball. Called the foul on Jarikus Bradley. That's his first. Timeout here on the floor. Jaguars trailing by 10, 30-20, 7:27 to play in the first half. Sports Radio 1260 WNDE.
Hi, I'm Ken Beckley. I'd like to share with you why I choose Indiana Members Credit Union. As a locally founded and operated financial institution, Indiana Members Credit Union strives to consistently provide the finest member service. When you walk in the door, you're welcomed with a smile. Indiana Members Credit Union offers big city convenience with a small town feel, and that's why I'm a member. Stop by and discover the Indiana Members Credit Union difference today.
If this is your Mount Everest, if this is your triathlon, if this is your Iditarod, if this is your walk on the moon, then this is your home for orthopedic care. Methodist Sports Medicine, the orthopedic specialists, partners with Indiana University Health and team physicians of the Indianapolis Colts.
Southeast Missouri 30, IUPUI 20, 7:27 to play in the first half. IUPUI shooting 57% of the first half, but 7 turnovers have led to 8 Red Hawks points. Southeast Missouri not too shabby on their end either, shooting 55%. Jaguars have the ball in the offensive set. Ian Chiles bumped at the free throw line. I think that whistle's going to be on Jamal Calvin. That will be number 2 on number 12. And he will make his way towards the bench as Lucas Nutt checks back into the game. 17th foul, so now Ian Chiles to the stripe for the one in the bonus. He's already 2 for 2 from the line here this afternoon. Career high 28. Tuesday he had 11 buckets. And 21 attempts. Free throw good. Chiles with 8. Tied with Tyler Stone for a game high in that department. Looking to pull IUPUI with an 8. Second freebie is good, and he does so. 30-22. IUPUI applying some pressure. Lucas Nutt has the basketball, pushes it up into the front court. Stone, left side perimeter. Back into the hands of his point guard, Nutt. Now left side perimeter. It's Cleveland with the basketball. Out top to Bradley. Now perimeter on the right side for Nutt. Lob pass down low to Stone. Easy off the glass. He's the first man in double figures. His 5th bucket, 32-22. Chiles dribbling in from the left side on the perimeter, bumped on the body on that drive. Back to the stripe for the one-on-one. Darian Gray, the guilty defender. Called that, pardon me, on Antonio Cleveland with the reach in, not Darian Gray, pardon me. So Cleveland picks up number 1. Cortell Busby grabs his first home minutes, his home debut. He did not play Tuesday against Evansville after a brief stint on the season opener at Utah Valley. So the redshirt freshman, 6'2", 200 pounds from Chester, South Carolina. Free throw good for Chiles. He will have one more. Ian now 5 of his 10 from the stripe this afternoon. Eyes the iron, flips it up. 6 for 6 from the line. Game high 11. Jaguars down by 8, 32-24. In transition, point Cleveland just gets a fine, clean look on a pass and an easy layup along that left baseline. No trouble whatsoever right now with that press. And Antonius Cleveland has his 3rd field goal and 9 points. Under 6.5 to play, Kofu Naji is bumped out top. This time the guilty man is Darian Gray. And now Kofu Naji to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Hey, just keep driving. Be a 4-hour game, but keep on driving. If you can get by, and now with that emphasis on the hand check, the defenders really have to move their feet, be smart about it. The Jaguars will not pick up 6 points without really having that clock move much. Naji fires, and the left-hander is pure on his first. He's now 5 for 6 at the line this season. 34-25. Jaguars go down, they shoot 2. And then Southeast Missouri races down court and hits a bucket in transition. Second one is good. Now the Jags will not press, probably a good decision. Southeast Missouri had no trouble with the last 2 times. Jaguars will line up in the man-to-man. Down by 8, first half. Ball went out of bounds, last touched by the visitors. So a poor pass, ball fumbled out of bounds, and it will be IUPUI ball. Busby will run the point. He's on the floor with Gibbs, Chiles, Naji, and Patton. Out top, Kofu Naji. He'll dribble with his left. Stop inside the arc. Bounce pass inside to Patton. Intercepted by Darian Gray. Southeast Missouri the other way. Nutt stops. Pass inside the paint. Stone couldn't handle. That was a poor pass. Here's Naji the other way. 1-on-3. Naji down the left side of the lane. Left-handed layup is good. He was bumped. And Naji now a chance at the old-fashioned. And a chance to pull the Jaguars to within 5. Well, that was a 1-on-3. Naji went right by the first 2. Lucas Nutt with the reach in his second. And IUPUI now down 34-28. Transfer from Berkeley, California. Played 33 and 36 minutes in the first 2 games, respectively. He was 1 for 6 from the floor in the opener, but lit it up, going 7 for 11 Tuesday here at home against Evansville, pouring in 19. And the lefty is good on the free throw. That's a 5-0 run by himself. 34-29, under 6 to play, first half. Southeast Missouri led throughout, had a brief hiccup. The Jaguars had a early lead at 7-4. Intercepted defensively, but picked off again by Southeast Missouri, and Nutt with the steal, the easy pass. Darian Gray with the bucket. Boy, that was a big swing right there. The Jaguars got a defensive stop, but a poor pass as they tried to race down in transition. 36 29. That stopped a 5-0 run for IUPUI, all by Kufu Naji. Left side, Naji, now far corner. Chiles snaps off a three, it's not there. Hit the basket support on the rebound. And it will be Southeast Missouri ball. 5 minutes, 7 seconds to play. 36-29. Teams have now combined for 15 fouls, 10 of them by Southeast Missouri. The Jaguars will shoot the double bonus. Stone misses the three out top. Rebound on the defensive glass by Pat. Good block out by Mitch. Slow to get up. He'll be the last man down the court. Busby into the front court with the basketball. Cortell dribbles to the left sideline. Directing traffic now. He'll cross his way and come over here to the near sideline. 20 to shoot. Now he passes it out top. Intercepted by Cleveland. He'll look at Chiles, who elects not to foul him wisely this time, and finish it. I think Cortell Busby's minutes just shrunk. Bad pass leads to the easy breakaway for Cleveland. Barksdale is now off the bench, ready to check into the next dead ball. Back to Busby. Now, near baseline. Pat gets into the paint for Gibbs. Right-handed hook shot, rolls around and good. Tough shot by Don. Nice interior passing. Quickly the other way, Gray with it for Southeast Missouri. Stone has it at the top of the key. Cleveland with it, perimeter right. On the block. Nino Johnson, double team back out to Cleveland. Left side, Nutt. Had the basketball, thought about a shot, now he'll dribble clear around the perimeter, and we got a whistle away from the ball. And the foul is on Stone. His second. And we come to the under 4 timeout. 3:52 to play in the first half. Jaguars down by 7. Southeast Missouri 38. IUPUI 31 on Sports Radio 1260 WNDE.
Hi, I'm Ken Beckley. Let me tell you why I choose Indiana Members Credit Union. As a community-minded resident, I know they offer the finest products and member service, but they're more than that. They're a local financial institution that's committed to being active in our community. Each year, they provide uniforms, school supplies, and backpacks for local elementary students. Indiana Members Credit Union offers big city convenience with a small town feel. Stop by and discover the Indiana Members Credit Union difference today.
If this is your Mount Everest, if this is your triathlon, if this is your Iditarod, if this is your walk on the moon, then this is your home for orthopedic care. Methodist Sports Medicine, the orthopedic specialists, partners with Indiana University Health and team physicians of the Indianapolis Colts.
Turnovers an early issue. 10 turnovers leading to 12 points for Southeast Missouri. They have 11 assists on 15 buckets to the Red Hawks. Jaguars 6 assists on 10 buckets. IUPUI with the ball, trailing 38-31. Clock running, 3:45 to play opening half. Marcellus Barksdale into the game, replacing Cortell Busby, who had that costly turnover. Right side, Gibbs. Little zone defense now by Southeast Missouri. First time they've gone away from the man-to-man here this afternoon. Chiles dribbles in, splits that. A nice twisting scoop layup is good off the right side. Ian Chiles with a big first half. With 13 to lead all scorers. Only Jaguar in double figures. 2 in double figures for Southeast Missouri. Calvin dribbles. Bounce pass near block. Squaring up with it, Nino Johnson, back to Bradley, right back to Johnson, left-handed layup is good. Really nice interior passing right there. 40-33, first bucket for Nino Johnson. Under 3 to play. Chiles, perimeter left, dribbles in, stops, free throw line. Nice little nudge to get the defender away, and he gets it to roll. 15 first half points for the junior from Louisville, Kentucky. Jaguars within 5, approaching 2.5 to play first half. Out top with it, Darian Gray, now far right wing. Calvin, he's hit a couple of threes. Johnson, foot on the line, shot grazed the left side of the rim, nearly an air ball. Jaguars now a chance to pull to within 3 or 2 if they can dial one up from long distance. Pass deflected away. Barksdale trying to pass it onto the near wing. Gray in transition. He lost it on the way up. Last touched by Gray. Poked away behind by Kufu and then grazed off the hand of Darian Gray. And it will be Jags basketball. Timeout has been called by Southeast Missouri, so they burned their first with 2:10 to play. They lead 40-35. I see across the way at the entrance, Austin Parkinson just poked his head in the gymnasium, and now he is left. His women's program, pretty impressive. Although it was a loss on Wednesday night, they had nationally ranked Purdue here inside the jungle, and IU will play here at the jungle in women's action. A growing program in that women's side. Out of this timeout, Mitch Patton, Kufu Naji, Donovan Gibbs, Ian Chiles, and Marcellus Barksdale. So the starting 5 is on the floor. Cleveland, Nutt, Gray, Johnson, and Bradley on the floor for Southeast Missouri. They will settle back into a 2-3 zone. Approaching 2 to play first half. Naji right wing perimeter. Out top, Barksdale swings it around perimeter left for Chiles. Trying to get it inside, nothing there. Still holding the ball. Out top, Gibbs. Now back to Barksdale, 18 to shoot. Marcellus dribbles with his left, stops free throw line. Kicks it perimeter left for Naji. Naji snaps a pass to the free throw line for Gibbs. Spins, go down the right side of the lane. Too strong on his hook shot off the glass. Transition, Cleveland to Johnson, free throw line, nothing there. Back to Bradley. Long 3, short. Rebound by Chiles. Rushed shot in transition by the Redhawks. Down the far sideline, Ian Chiles with it. Looked like he wanted to pull up, but stopped at the top of the key. Still has the dribble, perimeter left. Now crosses over, goes inside, lost the ball, and it looked like it went off of his leg. I think the officials are going to confer, and they will. Initially, it was going to be IUPUI ball, but it was deflected off of Chiles' knee. A lot of dribbling on that left side by Chiles. 40-35. Southeast Missouri, the ball. Perimeter right, out top, Gray. Shot off the mark, right in the hands of Bradley. 8-foot jumper, his shot is short. Another offensive rebound, Nino Johnson bricked that one. Loose ball picked up, Patton. Boy, 3 looks inside. Little different right now, the inside game without Stone on the floor. Barksdale stops top of the key, right wing. Kufu Naji dribbles baseline, nothing there. Now Patton has it in the middle of the paint. Cannot get the roll, rebound by Nino Johnson. Lucas Nutt. Shot clock never reset. Lucas Nutt was in transition. First, when I heard that whistle, I thought they were going to call a carry on Lucas Nutt. But they did not. It was a shot clock malfunction. Now into the game for the first time, number 11 for IUPUI is Josh James. James, a freshman from Cedar Lake, played at Andrean High School. He grabs some minutes as Don Gibbs sits. 39.5 seconds first half. Darian Gray to trigger it in front of our broadcast location. Throws it into the backcourt. 10-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Far perimeter right with the basketball is Cleveland. He'll dribble out to the top, now glide his way into the lane. Gets all the way to the rim and lays it up. How did he slide through there? 42-35. And Barksdale will dribble and the Jaguars will hold for the final shot. Down by 7. Barksdale dribbling straight on between the circles. 10 to play. Now Kufu Naji has it straight on. 8 to play. He'll dribble right elbow. Nothing there. Pass to James. Couldn't handle it. 4 seconds. Najee gets it free throw line, puts up a runner, short, rebound into the air, and the first half comes to a close. Southeast Missouri, big numbers by Tyler Stone and Antonius Cleveland, and they lead IUPUI, who has 15 first half points by Ian Chiles. At the break, the Redhawks 42 and the Jaguars 35. We're at the half. You're listening to IUPUI basketball on Sports Radio 1260 WNDE.
Hi, I'm Ken Beckley. I'd like to share with you why I choose Indiana Members Credit Union. As a locally founded and operated financial institution, Indiana Members Credit Union strives to consistently provide the finest member service. When you walk in the door, you're welcomed with a smile. Indiana Members Credit Union offers big city convenience with a small town feel, and that's why I'm a member. Stop by and discover the Indiana Members Credit Union difference today.
If this is your Mount Everest, if this is your triathlon, if this is your Iditarod, if this is your walk on the moon, then this is your home for orthopedic care. Methodist Sports Medicine, the orthopedic specialists, partners with Indiana University Health and team physicians of the Indianapolis Colts.
It is. Them actually calling, hand checking, is going to help players like Ian that can really handle the ball, and you can't stay in front of him. He's doing a good job of attacking. Kind of started off slow with those 2 turnovers, but then he's picked it up. So we just have to get consistent with attacking them and driving the ball and not taking bad shots.
Hey, call the fouls. If it's a 3-hour, 4-hour game, it is, but you guys can live at the free throw line today, can't you?
Yes, sir.
All
Hopefully
right.
we do that.
Thanks, Coach. We appreciate you coming by. It's Associate Head Coach Matt Crenshaw joining us here at the half. You know, pretty much tells you what you'd expect for him to tell you. And what are you supposed to do? They've got some size down low. Stone is going to get his looks. He's going to get his turnarounds. Both teams shot the ball really well over 50%. Southeast Missouri had 10 more attempts and 5 more makes than IUPUI. Rebounds were equal. 3-point shooting, the advantage goes to Southeast Missouri, but the Jaguars get the edge at the foul line. And I think the big thing, and Coach mentioned it, 12 turnovers leading to all those points, or 10 turnovers leading to 12 points for Southeast Missouri. That's what the Jaguars have to cut down on. And one that 2 of them actually jump out in my mind. The Jaguars got a big stop on defense, and they immediately turned it away trying to push the ball up court. And then another one was when Cortell Busby was running the point, kind of dribbled back and forth, and a pass towards the middle was intercepted by Cleveland. So they were able to capitalize on the mistakes for Southeast Missouri. Jaguars starting 5 opens up this second half. Chiles, who led all men, with 15. Gibbs, Patton, Barksdale, and Najee, while it's Nutt, Gray, Bradley, Stone, and Cleveland out on the floor for Southeast Missouri. Redhawks have the basketball first. They're working from left to right. Their offense is now working in front of their bench on the right side of the floor, across from the IUPUI bench. Out top is Stone. He'll dribble in, pull up, 18-foot jump shot is good over Mitch Patton, who had to give him some room in case he wanted to drive by. And it's 44-35. Stone now with a dozen after collecting 10 in the first 20 minutes. Ian Chiles way out, far sideline. Guarded by Cleveland. Ian now glides into the paint, lost the handle, gets it on the near sideline to Barksdale. He'll dribble into the paint, dump it down to the block for Patton. Mitch, right-handed hook, short. Rebound grab by Jarikus Bradley. Up ahead, intercepted. Mitch, nice job to get down there. Southeast Missouri wanted to push it. Mitch snatched that long pass out of the air. Jaguars now on the offensive set. Chiles, scoop with the left, through the lane. Weaves his way in, he has 17. Jaguars down by 7. Stone fouled on the way up. Got the bucket to go, but they're going to say that foul was on the floor. Woof. Boy, as soon as they blew that whistle, Stone then was in the air. Let's see where that foul occurred. There's the, well, I tell you what, Jaguars got away with that one. I think that should be an and one. There was a touch, a very light foul by Patton, but Stone had no trouble getting through 2 defenders. So the foul on Mitch is his second. Working in the half-court set is Southeast Missouri, and a long-range jumper makes it 46-37. Gibbs near block, backs his way in. Right-handed hook, not there. Rebound by Stone. Rebound, kicks out to Nutt. Perimeter right, out top, Stone catches it. Left side, Cleveland. His pass deflected into the air. Entry pass stolen out of the air by Barksdale. Marcellus weaves his way. Left side, Kufu. Najee buries the 3. Jaguars within 6. Double figures for Najee. His first 3. Pass inside to Bradley. He'll kick it out. Now Nutt has it. Top of the key, Stone. Perimeter left, Cleveland. Man-to-man defense for IUPUI. Nutt into the paint. Left-handed layup is good. He caught it while moving and had the edge on Najee. Najee, another open 3. That one's good. Right in front of the Jags bench. Back-to-back triples for Najee. Jaguars within 5. Bradley with it, top of the key, stutter, goes around Gibbs, spins, pass on the far baseline to Darian Gray, out top to Nutt. Nutt working around Najee, not there, perimeter right, Bradley fires a 3, short, rebound comes out corralled by Southeast Missouri. Bradley gets another look. Same spot. That one won't go. Rebound by Barksdale. Jaguars now a chance to cut it to 2 or 3. Left side, Chiles drives baseline, rises up. Reverse layup is good. Chiles, a strong take under the hoop. And a chance at completing the old-fashioned three-point play. Foul by Stone. That will be his third. He stays in. Bradley will check out as Nino Johnson comes into the game. Ian Chiles looking for his 20th point, and we still have 16:54 to play. Short rebound. Grabbed by Stone. 3-point deficit. Gray has the ball perimeter right. Out top, Nino Johnson. Now Nutt has it perimeter left. Guarded by Najee. Out top, Cleveland. Now on the right wing, Stone with it. Guarded by Don. Down low, Nutt. Lysel, backdoor cut, gets the layup. Boy, he cut from the far left perimeter across the foul line, down the right side of the lane, took the pass and laid it in. 50-45, Jaguars trailing. Out top, Chiles. 3 is up, off the mark. Rebound snatched out of the air by Stone. Nutt with the basketball. Stops. Left side, Cleveland. He'll now skip a pass and threw it away. Well, he was looking at Stone, but the no look was intended for his teammate underneath the hoop, and Darian Gray didn't realize it. 16:04 to play, and now Antonius Cleveland checks out, and Jamal Calvin checks in. Barksdale across half court. Jags down by 5. Perimeter left, Najee with it. Out top, Gibbs swings it right sideline. Barksdale back with it. Now down low on the far block. Patton backs his way in, goes across the lane and gets it into the left off the glass. Mitch with 8. Jaguars back to within 3. 50-47. Lucas Nutt's had a couple of big buckets in the second half. He's fouled out top. Little touch foul, Kufu Najee. Number 2 on the junior from Berkeley. And it brings us to our first media timeout. 15:38 to play. IUPUI down by just 3, 50-47 on Sports Radio 1260 WNDE.
Hi, I'm Ken Beckley. Let me tell you why I choose Indiana Members Credit Union. As a community-minded resident, I know they offer the finest products and member service, but they're more than that. They're a local financial institution that's committed to being active in our community. Each year, they provide uniforms, school supplies, and backpacks for local elementary students. Indiana Members Credit Union offers big city convenience with a small town feel. Stop by and discover the Indiana Members Credit Union difference today.
If this is your Mount Everest, if this is your triathlon, if this is your Iditarod, if this is your walk on the moon, then this is your home for orthopedic care. Methodist Sports Medicine, the orthopedic specialists, partners with Indiana University Health and team physicians of the Indianapolis Colts.
Well, neither team had any trouble scoring in the first half, and they're off to a hot start here in the second half, especially Kufu Najee. Not 1, 2 threes in this second half. Season high 19 Tuesday, and a quick start to the second half. He has a baker's dozen. He just picked up his second personal, and that brought us to the timeout. Smooth shooting left-hander, the 2-guard, first year in this program from Berkeley. Najee and Chiles combining for 34. Southeast Missouri on the offensive set, up by 3 with the ball. Left side, Jamal Calvin now bounces it in the corner for Nino Johnson. Out top, Nutt. Nutt skips a pass, baseline, Stone, extra kick out. Darian Gray's 3 off the mark. Long rebound grabbed by Barksdale, and it went out of bounds. off of Southeast Missouri. You know what, I've been impressed with Marcellus. He's not going to fill up that point sheet. 7 boards, a career high on Tuesday. He's running the point for the first time in his career. 6'5", very smart. Good around the hoop, good with the basketball. Jaguars within 3. Pass down low in the paint. Patton goes up, shot blocked by Johnson. Ball taken away by the Redhawks. They come quickly the other way. Nut stutter step down to the paint. Now a scoop shot not there. Rebound grab by Barksdale. Good board by Marcellus. Like he snatched on his way down. Barksdale handling the basketball. Now perimeter left, Chiles. He'll drive baseline, goes around Gray. A little contact and gets a runner to go. Jaguars within 1. Southeast Missouri the ball. Calvin fires a 3 off the mark. Rebound by Barksdale. That's 3 straight possessions of the boards. He tried a dangerous pass up the floor. Intercepted by Southeast Missouri. Big mistake by Marcellus. The ball in a 1-point lead. Stone with it out top. Perimeter right, Nutt. He'll fire up a 3. Too strong. Rebound by Mitch Patton. Jags doing a real good job on the glass this second half. Now Marcellus has the ball into the front court. Barksdale to Gibbs between the circles. Dribbles in the direction of the perimeter right. Now gets it over to Najee. Out top, Patton. Now left side, Chiles. Jags down by 1. Looking to take just their second lead of the game. Step back, jump shot by Chiles. Down and out. Rebound by Tyler Stone. And we've got a timeout called by Southeast Missouri. And that's a full. Jaguars down by 7 at the break. Have clawed their way to within 1. And we've got a timeout here on the Jungle. We'll step aside. 13:43 to play on Sports Radio 1260 WNDE.
Hi, I'm Ken Beckley. I'd like to share with you why I choose Indiana Members Credit Union. As a locally founded and operated financial institution, Indiana Members Credit Union strives to consistently provide the finest member service. When you walk in the door, you're welcomed with a smile. Indiana Members Credit Union offers big city convenience with a small town feel. And that's why I'm a member. Stop by and discover the Indiana Members Credit Union difference today.
If this is your Mount Everest, if this is your triathlon, if this is your Iditarod, if this is your walk on the moon, then this is your home for orthopedic care. Methodist Sports Medicine, the orthopedic specialists, partners with Indiana University Health and team physicians of the Indianapolis Colts.
Southeast Missouri with the basketball, leading by 1, 50-49. Scott McCauley, 13:29 to play. In the paint, Nino Johnson turn around. Now he'll go down around Mitch Patton. And IUPUI wanted a traveling violation. Instead, they will get the 3rd personal on Mitch Patton. Nino Johnson has been very quiet today. His first game of the season after sitting out 2 due to a violation. The Jaguars have done a nice job on him. 3rd on Patton. Fresh clock. Inbounding underneath the hoop is Southeast Missouri's Jamal Calvin. It's Calvin, Johnson, Cleveland, Bradley, and Nutt on the floor right now for the visitors. Barksdale, Gibbs, Najee, Chiles, and Patton for the Jags. Man-to-man defense. Nutt has it, perimeter right. Now dribble in, stop, pull up from the right elbow, and it's good. Boy, he's been a lot more offensive-minded in the second half. 3 buckets in the second half. He now has 9 points, and the lead up to 3 at 52-49. Perimeter left, Barksdale. Looking inside, can't get it to Mitch. Out top, Gibbs. His pass down low to Mitch, intercepted by Nino Johnson. Now in transition, Cleveland attack, scoop off the bottom of the front of the rim. I think he wanted to pass that at the last second, decided to do the layup, and he missed it. Jags down by 3. Najee lobs it down. Mitch too high, off the top of his hands. Stolen by Nino Johnson. Here's Calvin, now perimeter right, out top to Nutt. Jaguars within 3. Boy, that is now, what, 3 empty trips? 4 empty trips on the offensive end for the Jags. Out top, Nino Johnson. Boy, they really sag off him. Now Jamal Calvin has a perimeter left. Bounce pass down low. Bradley up under. Shot missed. Good defense. Barksdale dribbling on the far sideline. Gets it to Najee. Pulls up. 17-foot jumper is good. Back to a 1-point game. Third second half bucket for Najee. He's got 15. Bradley all alone down low and a nice entry pass. He has the easy deuce. 54-51. Is that Bradley's first bucket? Can't be. It is his first bucket. Wow. Came in averaging 21. Najee gets around the defender and lays it in, attacking from the right. Boy, he's a different player right now in this second half. He has 17. Jaguars back to within 1. See if they can get a stop. Johnson out top, perimeter left, Cleveland. Now out top, Nutt. He'll now dribble down the right side of the lane. Attack Patton, can't get it to go, but the offensive tip for Nino Johnson. So Johnson gets it to go, just his second bucket. 56-53. Plenty of time in this game. 11 minutes here inside the jungle. In the paint, Gibbs, nice bounce pass, Patton finishes. Really good look by Don. Caught it in the middle of the paint, looked like he wanted to shoot, but was unselfish, gave it to Mitch. Double figures now for Patton, again a 1-point game. Near steal, Chiles almost got it. Cleveland has it right wing, skips it far corner, Nutt. 3 ball up, off the mark. Rebound by Barksdale. Marcellus now pushes the ball into the front court. Jags a chance to take just their second lead of the afternoon. Chiles, deep 3 off the mark. Rebound went out of bounds off of Southeast Missouri. It will remain IUPUI ball. Timeout on the floor. 10:25 to play. Jaguars the ball. The chance to retake the lead. Down 56-55 on Sports Radio 1260 WNDE.
Hi, I'm Ken Beckley. Let me tell you why I choose Indiana Members Credit Union. As a community-minded resident, I know they offer the finest products and member service, but they're more than that. They're a local financial institution that's committed to being active in our community. Each year, they provide uniforms, school supplies, and backpacks for local elementary students. Indiana Members Credit Union offers big city convenience with a small town feel. Stop by and discover the Indiana Members Credit Union difference today.
If this is your Mount Everest, if this is your triathlon, if this is your Iditarod, if this is your walk on the moon, then this is your home for orthopedic care. Methodist Sports Medicine, the orthopedic specialists, partners with Indiana University Health and team physicians of the Indianapolis Colts.
You're listening to IUPUI Basketball on Sports Radio 1260 WNDE.
IUPUI Basketball. Underneath their hoop, they will inbounds. Donovan Gibbs. His teammates on the floor, Mitch Patton. Hupu Najee, who's having a big second half now with 17 points. Ian Chiles, who leads all scorers with 21. And Marcellus Barksdale, who has a career-high 9 rebounds. Jags down by 1. They'll lob it out towards half court, picked up by Najee. Now Barksdale has it between the circles. Wanted to get it left wing to Najee, instead into the paint. Donovan Gibbs walked with the basketball. He caught it just inside of the arc, went to a ball fake, and that is the 16th turnover for IUPUI. On the floor right now for Southeast Missouri is C.J. Reese, Jamal Calvin, Antonius Cleveland, Tyler Stone, and Nino Johnson. Reese has the basketball. Far side, it's Cleveland back out to Reese. Now top of the key, Nino Johnson. Left side, Cleveland, bounce pass into Stone. He'll kick it out. Reese, little stutter, and it's his turn to turn it over with the travel. 11th turnover for the Red Hawks. The Jaguars' last lead was 7-4. With 16:44 to play. They're down by 1. Left sideline, Barksdale, interior pass, Patton, right-handed shot, and he was fouled on the way up. Tried to go to the hook, he will shoot 2. And so Mitch an opportunity to tie the game up and then push IUPUI out in front. They've really done a good job here in this second half. Committing the foul, Antonius Cleveland tried to help with a double team. So Mitch at the stripe. Mitch, a 69% free throw shooter in his career, too strong. Now, the last time that we were tied was at sevens. Southeast Missouri hit a 3 when the Jags led 7-4. And they went on an 8-0 run. (56-55), looking to tie it up. Mitch does. So we're deadlocked at 56 with 9 minutes and 40 seconds to play. Nino Johnson, the basketball out top. Now far sideline. Calvin Jamal gets a pass inside to Johnson. He tried an interior pass, deflected away. Inbounding. Tyler Stone. Out top to Jamal Calvin. Right side, Cleveland with it. Guarded tightly by Barksdale. Now out top, Stone. Gibbs has that assignment. Perimeter left with the basketball. Calvin lobbed into Johnson. Good help defense by Gibbs to deflect the pass away. Jaguars can take the lead. Barksdale into the front court. Calls out the sign. Left side, perimeter. Chiles out top to Gibbs. Swings it perimeter right for Barksdale. Marcellus has the dribble out top. Kufu fires a 3, and it's good! His 3rd triple in the second half. And IUPUI has only their 2nd lead of the game. Cleveland races down court, beats everyone down for an easy layup. Well, that will quiet down the celebration. 20 points for Najee. That didn't take Cleveland long, and now a near steal by Cleveland. Jags are fortunate. He poked it away and stepped along the sideline, or he would have had himself another dunk. Jags by 1 on the 3rd triple in the second half by Hufu Najee. Chiles, perimeter right. Out top, Gibbs swings it left side for Barksdale. Marcellus puts it on the floor, attacks into the paint, and a foul on the floor as Marcellus, with that size advantage, was able to attack the much smaller Jamal Calvin. That'll be his 3rd. Josh James back into the game. Mitch Patton will sit. Calvin exits, and Lucas Nutt back on the floor for Southeast Missouri. So the freshman who had limited minutes in the first half, James into this close game in the second half. Jags by 1 and the ball. Gibbs with it. Top, dribbles, perimeter left, Chiles. Ian guarded tightly by Cleveland. It's been a good matchup watching these two. Kufu with it, half court, now perimeter left, Barksdale. Marcellus gets a high screen by James. Dribbles to the top, now swings it perimeter right for Najee. 10 to shoot, and along the far sideline, Don Gibbs was fouled on the floor. That will be the 4th team foul on Southeast Missouri. And it's going to be on Lucas Nutt. That's his 3rd. 4th team foul, 8:01 to play. 59-58. Chiles to James, near block. Spin move, twisting shot, not there. Rebound grabbed away by Tyler Stone. Stone into the front court. Stone lost it with a dribble, ends up in the hands of Darian Gray. Crisscross pass to Cleveland, now down low to Nino Johnson. His right-handed hook shot, and Southeast Missouri reclaims the lead. Good ball movement that time. 6 points for Johnson. 60-59, Southeast Missouri back out in front. The favorites to win the West Division of the Ohio Valley Conference. Chiles dribbles near baseline out top to James. Now Gibbs has it at the top. Perimeter right, Barksdale. He'll swing around, dribble at the top of the key. James left side. Hufu Naji has a left. Little stutter, dribbles to the top, back to James. Goes up with a shot, not good. Rebound by Stone, and I think James fouled him. The freshman had a layup down low, missed it. And as he came down into the lap of Stone. That was the foul. That'll be his first timeout. 7:17 to play. Southeast Missouri with the ball and the lead, 60-59 on Sports Radio 1260 WNDE.
Hi, I'm Ken Beckley. I'd like to share with you why I choose Indiana Members Credit Union. As a locally founded and operated financial institution, Indiana Members Credit Union strives to consistently provide the finest member service. When you walk in the door, you're welcomed with a smile. Indiana Members Credit Union offers big city convenience with a small town feel, and that's why I'm a member. Stop by and discover the Indiana Members Credit Union difference today.
If this is your Mount Everest, if this is your triathlon, if this is your Iditarod, if this is your walk on the moon, then this is your home for orthopedic care. Methodist Sports Medicine, the orthopedic specialists, partners with Indiana University Health and team physicians of the Indianapolis Colts.
This has been a great second half. Todd Howard's club was down by 7 at the half. Kufu Naji has hit 3 threes in this second half. Jaguars took a short-lived lead. They now trail by just 1, but they have really tightened things up here in the jungle. They lost a close one Tuesday to Evansville, looking for their first win of the year. Antonius Cleveland attacks, throws the ball away, but he's fortunate to go to his teammate Lucas Nutt. He'll dribble drive, kick it out. Now a pass down low, intercepted. Mitch Patton picked it off. It was intended for Stone. Bad pass by Darian Gray. Barksdale, lob on the paint, catch by Patton. He was fouled, and he will shoot 2. It's a different club when they can get Mitch involved. He was quiet in the first half, even with the size and strength down low, still going inside. That'll be the 3rd foul on Antonius Cleveland. So Mitch to shoot 2. First one to tie the game at 60. It is up, and it's short. That happened last time. He had a chance to tie the game up at 50. He missed the first, but then hit the second. Now it's 60-59, second attempt. Lefty fires, too strong. Rebound by Tyler Stone. A couple of big misses right there by the senior. He shoots nearly 70% in his career. Nutt with the basketball. His 56th straight start at point guard for Southeast Missouri. He's got it perimeter left. Right side, Cleveland, far corner, and they trap Gray. Timeout called by Southeast Missouri. Boy, as soon as it went to the corner for Darian Gray, the Jaguars jumped on him, and Dickie Nutt quickly called the timeout. It's 30. Really doesn't have much to say to his troops side. They're just saying, look, I bailed you out. Let's be smart about the basketball. Southeast Missouri 60 and IUPUI 59. canned food drive today prior to our basketball contest. Jaguars always helping out in the community, and quite an award for a former Jaguar last night. George Hill, who's number 3, is retired in this gymnasium. Took home the Community Assist Award for the month of October for the community work that he has done here in Indianapolis, representing the Pacers, IUPUI, and of course his high school, Broad Ripple. Hill was in attendance on Tuesday, big crowd. Jaguars lost a close one to Evansville. They're in a close one here today with Southeast Missouri. The Red Hawks the lead and the ball. Cleveland with it between the circles. 5 to shoot. Nutt ball fake has to go in off the glass. Not there. Rebound. Mitch Patton. And he had to fight off Nino Johnson to do it. Shot clock was winding down. Lucas Nutt had to fire it up. Marcellus Barksdale with the basketball. Snaps it near side. Gibbs long baseline jumper is good. His first bucket of the second half. 61-60. IUPUI back out in front. Stone a 3. Not there. Rebound, Chiles. Boy, Chiles wanted that rebound. Nutt just looked at it, he didn't go after it. Barksdale with the basketball. Swings it left side. Kufu steps into a 3 off the mark. Rebound on the offensive glass, though, went off of Southeast Missouri. Boy, Najee stepped into that 3. He wanted it. Jaguars with a fresh clock, 5:22 to play. Jaguars lead by 1. Chiles to inbound, lobs it out. Caught by Gibbs, then the ball was knocked out of bounds and it went off of Marcellus Barksdale. Tough pass by Chiles. Gibbs and Stone were fighting for it. Gibbs lost the ball, ricocheted off the chest of Marcellus. Good defense forces the turnover. Lucas Nutt guarded by Najee. Jaguars employing a zone defense right now. Cleveland wide open on the left side. That's not his game. Nutt thought about a 3. Instead, he'll dribble, hand it off. Bradley will put one up off the mark. Offensive rebound by Cleveland. Reverse layup blocked by Marcellus Barksdale. Stone gets it back. Missed it. Put back not there. Rebound Patton. Boy, what an effort down low defensively. Southeast Missouri had that ball on the rim 3 times, could not score. Chiles with it, spins, baseline, shot blocked. Rebound put back not there by Patton. What a block by Nino Johnson. He erased a wide open layup. Nutt with a basketball over to Tyler Stone, back to Nutt. Back out to Stone, top of the key. One dribble onto the wing. Bradley, who's had a tough afternoon, cannot buy a bucket. Misses another wide open jumper. Bradley claps his hands together in frustration on the defensive end. 4:20 to play, IUPUI by 1. Barksdale, perimeter right. Bounce pass down low to Patton, guarded by Bradley. Mitch goes to work, kicks it out. Najee, ball fake, jump shot from the foul line is good. 3-point lead. 6th field goal in this second half for Najee. 63-60. Stone, a 3, looking to tie, and he buries it. Wow. A 3 by Tyler Stone ties this game up at 63, and Najee comes off limping. Caught a shot to his left quad, and a quick timeout was called by Southeast Missouri after that make. Boy, that's a huge shot by Stone. But what a second half for Najee. 22 points. He has 22, Chiles with 21. 3:49 to play. Najee's big second half has been an array of 15 to 16-foot jumpers, but mainly the difference maker has been the shots behind the arc. He's hit 3 triples in this game, and his last shot, a 15-foot floater, gave IUPUI a 3-point lead, but only to see Stone hit a 3 to tie it up. Southeast Missouri will settle back on defense. Now, late in the first half, they went to a 2-3 zone, and they are going to go back to a 2-3 zone right now. Barksdale dribbles into the front court. Passes it to Gibbs, right back to Marcellus. 2-3 zone. Perimeter left, Chiles. Back out top, Barksdale. Now he'll dribble to the right sideline. Far sideline, square up, dribble inside of the arc, stop, kick it left wing. Najee, nice pass inside to Patton, and he finishes. Great quick look. Mitch Patton with a bucket. Quickly on the other end, Stone cannot get the runner. Loose ball to the Jaguars. Stone slow to get up. Numbers right now for IUPUI. Chiles attacks, kicks on the baseline for Gibbs. Gibbs skips it cross court, Najee. He'll dribble, penetrate, nothing there. The defense is able to settle back. Jaguars lead by 2, 65-63. 3 minutes to go. Najee with it, now out top, Barksdale. Right wing, Chiles, thought about the three. Ian now dribbles, drives, floater, not there, rebound by Cleveland. Cleveland now throws it up ahead, nearly threw it away. Bradley gets it, and the layup off the mark by Gray, rebound by Jarikus Bradley. Boy, there was a break the entire way around. It was a bad pass by Cleveland, the missed layup by Gray, but the finish by Bradley. Tied at 65, under 2.5 to play. 2-3 zone defense. Jaguars with the ball, looking to retake the lead. Barksdale dribble, stops left elbow, 15-foot jump shot. Way too strong, rebound by Antonius Cleveland. Cleveland drives, kicks it far corner, Gray, deep three is good! 68-65, a triple by Darian Gray. Timeout by IUPUI. Cleveland has made a couple of big rebounds. His first 2 of the game. And the second rebound leads to him able to dribble out and find his teammate Darian Gray, who buries a 3 on the far wing. And this gym is quiet with 1:57 to play. The Jaguars have not won a game since December 27th of 2012. That's a stretch of 18 straight. And they're on the verge of ending that, or falling into an 0-3 hole to start this year. During that stretch, they've lost twice in overtime. That was all last year numbers. And we want to make sure that that 3 by Gray isn't the difference maker. It was a 3 with the shot clock winding down. Tuesday, that was a big difference maker. Jaguars with the ball, down by 3. Barksdale with the ball. Nowhere to go with it, gets it to Gibbs. Now near sideline, Chiles inside, Mitch Patton, turnaround shot, not there. Rebound though, grabbed out of the air by Gibbs. Barksdale fires a 3, not there. Rebound batted into the air, and Mitch Patton will pick up number 4. Foul on IUPUI is their 5th team foul. And it brings us to the media timeout with 1:39 to play. IUPUI trailing now 68-65. And we'll step aside one final time. IUPUI down by 3 on Sports Radio 1260 WNDE.
Hi, I'm Ken Beckley. Let me tell you why I choose Indiana Members Credit Union. As a community-minded resident, I know they offer the finest products and member service, but they're more than that. They're a local financial institution that's committed to being active in our community. Each year, they provide uniforms, school supplies, and backpacks for local elementary students. Indiana Members Credit Union offers big city convenience with a small town feel. Stop by and discover the Indiana Members Credit Union difference today.
If this is your Mount Everest, if this is your triathlon, if this is your Iditarod, if this is your walk on the moon, then this is your home for orthopedic care. Methodist Sports Medicine, the orthopedic specialists, partners with Indiana University Health and team physicians of the Indianapolis Colts.
Southeast Missouri 68, IUPUI 65. 1 minute and 39 seconds to play. Jaguars had a 65-62 lead and a 65-63 lead. Then a bucket tied it up at 65. A 3 put Southeast Missouri out in front. And they got to stop defensively, and they have the ball. Jaguars playing a zone defense. Nutt with the ball on the right wing, now left side for Cleveland. 15 to shoot. Now Nutt has it at the logo. 10 to shoot. He'll dribble to the right side. Stutter, stop, baseline, bounce pass out top. A Stone 3 gets a bounce, a roll, and falls. It's a 6-point game. 2 huge threes late in this game by Tyler Stone. Jaguars, Gibbs has it near corner. He'll fire a 3. Short, rebound grabbed away by Bradley. Jaguars will reach in and foul. Goodness, goodness, goodness. With the shot clock winding down, Lucas Nutt dribbled, kicked it out. Stone fired a 3 and hit the front of the rim, then the backboard, the rim 2 more times, and dropped. And it's a 6-point deficit. And this is the largest second half lead since the score was 48-40. It's been that tight until these last couple of positions, and Najee has to immediately foul on the inbound, and he will send Antonius Cleveland to the line, who's 3 for 4 at the stripe. It was 48-40. IUPUI went on a 5-0 run to make it 48-45. And essentially, this was a one-possession game from that point on until a big 3 by Stone erased a 3-point deficit to tie the game at 63, and then a big one there pushes the lead to a half a dozen. And Cleveland is at the line. The 1-and-1, not there, rebound by Gibbs. 45 seconds to play. Something has to happen quickly, and a timeout was called by IUPUI, a 30-second timeout. Games today, big ones. Kufu Najee, 22 points. Ian Chiles, 21. Look, they both can hit a 3 in a hurry. And let's see what the Jaguars can do with 42.2 seconds left. It's really early in the season to know who can and who really cannot shoot free throws at this point, so you just pretty much want to foul someone and hope for the best. You don't want to foul Lucas Nutt. He's not missed, and he's a terrific one in his career. Antonius Cleveland might be that right guy, as he missed that first one. P.J. Hubert will be in the game for IUPUI. Nope, P.J. will not. He was set to check in and then elected not to. So it'll be Barksdale, Gibbs, Chiles, Patton, and Najee. Jaguars need to run a good possession, get a good shot. Gibbs turns, Gibbs drives, shot blocked by Stone. He grabs the rebound with 36 seconds left, and now they will foul him and he will shoot 2. Well, he's been the difference maker in these last couple of minutes right now. 2 big threes. Defensively on Gibbs, he blocks the shot. And the OVC preseason player of the year in his debut this year not only has a double-double, but some big shots to separate these clubs. Foul on Barksdale was his 2nd. Tyler Stone, 18 points, 13 boards. That was his 2nd block shot, and he hits the freebie. 72-65, and he has 1 more. Last season, he averaged 15.5 and 8 boards per game. Got them both. Wow. 73-65. It is a 10-0 run right now for Southeast Missouri. Jags led 65-63. There's a turnover. Ball comes over to Southeast Missouri, then a traveling on Darian Gray gets it right back to the Jaguars. Timeout, IUPUI. They have 1 left. Jags led 65-63. And it's a 10-0 run to close out this game right now for Southeast Missouri. The Jaguars, with 25.7 seconds left, barring a miracle, will have to bounce back against non-Division I foe IU Northwest on Tuesday. 7 o'clock, the tip on 1260, and then next Friday they will be in Evanston to take on Northwestern. For those of you watching on IUPUIJags.com, stay tuned. I see the volleyball team is starting to make their way into the entrance along the far side here at the gymnasium. IUPUI women's volleyball, last year's regular season champions. They will host the Summit League Championships this year. They're on deck, and they're hoping that the men's team can pull this out. So IUPUI Jags volleyball later on today right here on your home for Jaguar Athletics, IUPUIJags.com. Once again, the crew from Webstream doing an excellent job, bringing you the HD sights and sounds from this one, and they will do the same a full day here in the jungle for the volleyball. 25.7 left. Barksdale to inbound. Barksdale Trigler looking for Najee, not there around a curl. Now he gets it into Gibbs, right back to Barksdale. 24 seconds, Marcellus stops. Chiles has to fire up a deep three. Off the mark, rebound by Stone, another board, 14 in this one, and then he's fouled. And Stone back out to the line. Ian Chiles, who had 15 points in the first half. He had 6 quick buckets to open up the second half, and since then, nothing. Done a good job defensively. Cleveland was the one that grabbed the assignment, and then, of course, the 2-3 zone. Stone gets the free throw. Physically, he will be one of the more imposing players the Jags will face this year. 6'8", 230, a fifth-year senior from Memphis. Next one is up, is good. Well, he's not only hit a pair of threes, one of them back-breaking, but he's hit 4 straight free throws to put this one on ice. 75-65, Chiles, there's the three. So Ian gets the bucket to go. He has 24 and another foul. That bucket ended a 12-0 run for Southeast Missouri. Chiles had 28 Tuesday, 24 this week. First Player of the Week award went to Mitch Patton. One of Chiles has a chance at one, although the Jags will go 0-2 during this weekly stretch. Free throw off the mark by Jarikas Bradley. Boy, he came in pretty well hyped, the junior, but he has struggled today. His first game playing alongside of Johnson and Stone. 1 of 2, 76-68. Barksdale pushes it into the front court. Passes it down low. Patton's shot blocked by Stone for good measure. Now they'll throw it out to half court, and that'll do it. And it's a final here in the jungle. The final score, 76-68. Game was a lot closer than that. For a good chunk of this second half, this game was a one-possession game. However, Tyler Stone makes the difference late, and the Ohio Valley preseason player of the year leads Southeast Missouri to the W. They are now 2-1 on the year. IUPUI falls to 0-3. We'll step aside, come back with the Jaguars postgame show here on Sports Radio 1260 WNDE.
Perseverance, drive, commitment.
Are there 2 breaks? I was tied with Evansville with under 5 minutes to play and a back-breaking 3 by the Aces as the shot clock expired. Built up a 74-69 lead, and the Jaguars just simply could not claw their way back in on Tuesday. And unfortunately this afternoon, very similar to this one, as IUPUI held a 65-63 lead over Southeast Missouri. They would tie it up at 65, and then they would hit a back-breaking 3 to make it 68-65. All told, they would go on a 12-0 run and beat IUPUI here at the Jungle, 76-68. With the game, IUPUI now 0-3 on the year. Southeast Missouri improves to 2-1, and these teams will meet later on this year, December 23rd. That game will be at Southeast Missouri State. Let's take a look at the score sheet for you. First for the visitors, who are led by the double-double of Tyler Stone, 22 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks. He had 2 critical threes late in this second half, and then he would hit his free throws down the stretch to lead his team to the W. So he has 22 to lead Southeast Missouri. 15 points for Antonius Cleveland. He had 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. 11 points for Darian Gray. He had 3 rebounds, an assist, 5 steals for Gray. 12 total today for Southeast Missouri. 9 points for Lucas Nutt. He had 6 assists. 6 points for Nito Johnson. 6 points for Jamal Calvin. 7 points for Jarikus Bradley. And CJ Reese started, did not score in 3 minutes. Added all up, 76 points for the visitors. 30-63 shooting, that's 47.6%. They shot only 42% of the second half after 53% in the first 20 minutes. 8 of 22 from beyond the arc. 8 of 11 from the foul line. 35 rebounds, plus 5 in that department when it's all said and done. 20 assists on 30 buckets. 14 turnovers, leading to 17 Jaguars points. 6 blocks, 12 steals. Now for IUPUI, they're led by the 22 of Kufu Nachi, beating his previous season high of 19. He had a brilliant second half, did Naji, pouring in 15 points. He had 3 boards, 2 assists, but did have 5 turnovers. A game-high 24 points for Ian Chiles, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. He had 4 turnovers. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists for Mitch Patton. They were the only players in double figures. 7 points for Donovan Gibbs, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers. And 2 points, a career-high 9 rebounds, and a career-high 7 assists for Marcellus Barksdale. So an all-around game for Marcellus with the rebounds and the assists. For IUPUI, add everything up, and they scored 68 points. Cortell Busby, Josh James, Justice Stambeck, Elijah Ray, and PJ Hubert all played, but did not score. Jags 26 of 54 shooting, that's 48.1%. They shoot 44% in the second half. 5 of 15 from beyond the arc, 11 of 16 at the foul line. Jaguars, though, in the second half, just 1 of 5 from the free throw line after intermission. 30 rebounds, 4 on the offensive glass, 5 fewer total rebounds than Southeast Missouri. 16 assists on 26 buckets, 18 turnovers. That led to 12 first half points, but 12 points overall. Jags, it was really lopsided in the first half in terms of points off turnovers. They did a much better job of that and got right back into the game. 4 blocks, 7 steals for IUPUI. The Jaguars trailed by 7 at the break. They roared back, were able to take the lead, and they had a chance to extend that lead, but they could not convert. Big stops, big rebounds, and then Tyler Stone was a difference maker for Southeast Missouri. They are now 2-1 on the year. The Jaguars fall to 0-3. Final again, 76-68. We'll take a final timeout. When we come back, we'll wrap it all up from the Jungle as the Jaguars fall this afternoon on Sports Radio 1260 WNDE.